NXT took place tonight, and you start the show off with a video package recapping last week's show. Adam Cole comes out, and, well, first of all, I didn't say that right. Adam Cole, baby! He starts things off, and he talks about the triple threat match tonight to see who faces him for the NXT title next week. He says it's the dumbest thing. He says these men have done nothing to earn a title shot, and he hopes that they all beat each other up, and they're so beat up that he just takes over, and he retains the belt. So that sets up the big match next week. And next week's a major show. This is almost just like a prelude to next week. Next week you have Adam Cole defending a title against Finn Balor, and you also have Shayna Baszler and Rhea Ripley. So it's almost like both title matches. It's almost like a mini takeover. It is a takeover, really. Next week's to be big. It's basically, you have two top titles. I mean, it almost practically is a takeover, and you're guaranteed to have good wrestling anytime there's NXT. Now you start the show off with the NXT Cruiserweight Championship match. You had Lio Rush defending his title against Angel Garza. So I thought Angel Garza would win, and he did. Now, the match they had was great. Lio Rush is a great wrestler. You can say what you want as his personality. He does have a shitty personality. I'm still not a fan of the stuff he did earlier this year. But the match he has here is fantastic. It's a hell of a matchup. It's entertaining. It's great. It's back and forth. It's super fun to watch. Both guys are fantastic. The Cruiserweight division is what it is. No one paid attention to it, but I'm so happy it's in NXT because it has a place to shine in NXT. It will never go anywhere on 205 Live. Thank God no one cares about that anymore. But if he wanted to shine, it has to be on NXT, and it is. This was a hell of a matchup. It was super entertaining. Now, near the end, it was kind of a weird spot where Rush removes Garza's pants. Not a big fan of that. Garza does remind me so much of Andrade. I mean, there is so much similarities there. But anyway, the big spot was Garza's on the floor, and Rush goes for the top rope, but he gets caught with Garza, who gets his knee up on the floor. Then Garza hits the wing clipper for near fall, but Rush kicks out. Then he hits a butterfly guillotine. He has it in. Lio Rush passes out, and that's it. Angel Garza wins the title. Have a matchup here. Big surprise. Your new champ. I don't think anyone was expecting that. So, new NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Angel Garza. I did expect it, but, hey, they did the title change. Nigel mentions next week NXT Women's title match. They show a look at Shayna Baszler, the stuff she did in WWE. They say she's the most dominant female. She's beaten Ember Moon, Dakota Kai, Nikki Cross, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, Mia Yim, Candice LeRae. She beat up Becky Lynch and Bayley at her adversary, so it's, except for Ripley, it's tap or snap. It is what it is. They show Cameron Grimes in the back as we go to commercial. We get comments from Finn Balor. He tells Regal of all the people for what he has done for this place. He puts him in a triple threat match. What does he have to prove himself? Keith Ridley's has been relevant since War Games. He was champion for almost 300 days. He took care of Ciampa 2 weeks ago, and he'll do it tonight. Ciampa calls it his little Goldie. Finn says he will talk about the gold next week when he becomes a two-time champion. Good promo by Finn. He's mad being put in the match. So, Angel Garza, they show his post-match comments, and they reveal that he brought his girlfriend in the ring. This is his real-life girlfriend. He proposes to her after he wins the title. She says yes. What an amazing moment. Angel Garza wins the Cruiserweight title, then proposes to his girlfriend, and they showed it after the match. That was awesome. So congratulations to Angel and his girlfriend on the win. First of all, he's the new champ, also on the marriage. What an amazing moment for Angel Garza. And, he should be a babyface now because, that was you can't ask for a better night than that for someone who's just starting right now. Amazing moment for them, and congratulations to the young couple. He had Cameron Grimes against Rama Mendoza with the win. Not much to say there. Kushida comes out, takes Grimes' hat. He goes up the ring. I don't really care much about that. So we go backstage. We see Kathy Kelly. She interviews Mia Yim about her match with Dakota Kai. Dakota took the biggest night of her career away from her at War Games. She jumped her. This will not be a normal match. It'll be a fight, and she'll make sure Dakota will be leaving in an ambulance. They go to a Travis Banks video package. He faces Jason Reich. So the show's not that good. It's just kind of boring. A lot of jobbers. I mean, they're all setting up everything up for next week, but a lot of matches, not big stars here. Jason Riker of the Forgotten Sons. Hopefully the release Sons soon. It probably should be. I mean, they're doing nothing with them. Banks with the win. Next, we finally get a big women's match I've been hyping up since War Games. Dakota Kai against Mia Yim. So this was an aggressive match. Mia's attacking Dakota. She centers in her ring steps. She's going after her because Dakota beat her up, or she jumped her at Survivor, at War Games. It was an exciting match. It was okay. Mia Yim's not great. Dakota's not great, but I thought they did okay here. Eventually, Dakota removes the turnbuckle tag, and Mia gets sent into the exposed turnbuckle, gets hit hard, and then Dakota rolls her up after she's been exposed and head first into the turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3. Dakota Kai pins Mia Yim as she should. However, after the match, it didn't make Dakota look good. Mia gets her revenge here. They fight to the production area into the crowd, and they beat each other up. And Mia moves, and there's a few tables around where they're fighting on a platform. Beneath them is the tables. She hits Dakota with forearms, and then they make her way to the platform, and Mia hits a belly-to-back suplex onto Dakota Kai through 2 tables. Through actually 1 table, I believe. It was nuts. It was brutal. We don't get to see that much with the woman, and Mia gets her revenge on Dakota Kai. The only thing is, I think with Dakota Kai, they should have protected her. She should have had her get more heat. I don't agree with her taking this fall right now, but Mia Yim really kicked her ass here, and I thought, she just lost. I don't know if you want to get someone to get that much heat on Dakota Kai right away, but Dakota gets laid out. I like to see Dakota fight Tegan. I don't know when we're going to see that, but she killed Tegan's knee. Poor Tegan. I guess they'll set up another match with Dakota and Mia probably in a few weeks. Keith Lee cuts a promo. It's the opportunity he's always desired, so we get all 3 of them getting promos. Goes on for a while. Tyler Breeze and Fandango come out. They face the Singh brothers. This is just a job match. Why are these guys still at the company? All 4 of them should be released. Breezango with the win. Who cares about this shit? No one cares. They do a video package for Rhea Ripley, who's going to face Shayna Baszler next week for the NXT title. We see her doing a radio interview. She says she has to prove that she is the best. She wanted to be in the W. She started training at age 16, got her chance at 19. And she got her first high-profile match in the Mae Young Classic, and she's ready to challenge Shayna. It was a good promo by Rhea. I like Rhea as a heel a lot more than a babyface, but she's a badass face, so it can work with her. Up next, you have Kaden Carter against Bianca Belair. So Belair's the heel. She does the big power moves. Bianca Belair is super jacked. It's crazy. I mean, she's probably the strongest woman they've ever had in terms of strength. I mean, I still remember when I first saw her, in particular, when she I think it was the first time I saw her do the big slam, the military plus slam, when she lifted her up was Candice LeRae. That was just nuts. But it was okay. Carter misses a handspring move at the end, and Bianca gets a spear, and she hits the KOD, her finisher. 1, 2, 3. Belair with the win. We'll see what they do with her, but they've already had her lose to Baszler so many times. That's a problem. Same thing with Io Shirai. She's another good one. Just when you lose to champ, I don't get the thing with they have the Baszler. They have to push her all the time. But is what it is. Main event time. Adam Cole makes his way to the ring, and he is at the game balcony. Hopefully, I think around where they usually have they sometimes have Kathy Kelly do interviews there. They'll have Regal do announcements there sometimes. Keith Lee will tell everyone to bask in his glory. Balor was not here. I think, I don't know who the promo was, but they set it up. It's finally over. We're finally here for the triple threat match. Keith Lee, Tommaso Ciampa, Finn Balor. Wow, this was a matchup here. A lot of action here. This is going to be a great match, as you knew, and it sets up the big match for next week. Going into the match, I thought, could Keith Lee win? He could, but he'd have to lose to Adam Cole. I don't think they're going to give the belt to Keith Lee right away. Ciampa, I don't think they want to have him lose to Cole, because I think they want to have him win the title on the TakeOver. So I thought Balor would be the guy who could win. Balor is possible he beats Cole, but I don't think so, to be honest. He got the win here, so it was a very entertaining matchup here. Balor, someone who were pushing heavily. I don't know what the thing is with him in the main roster, but this is what he's going to do now. Was a hell of a matchup, went on for a very long time. Lee hit a pounce on Balor. Balor goes to the floor. Ciampa, he's beat up to shit, by the way. Tommaso Ciampa did an interview when he talked about going to WWE main roster, said he'd rather retire because his body is just so beat up. I've heard that. Anyway, Tommaso Ciampa, the best spot of the night was he gets Keith Lee up for an air raid crash. He hits him, but he only gets an air fall, but that was a great spot. he gets a spine buster by Keith Lee, and Keith Lee goes to the turnbuckles for a moonsault, and he hits it, but he gets a near fall. Ciampa gets up again. He hits a spirit bomb at Balor, hits a coup de grace on Keith Lee. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor pins Keith Lee. He is going to face Adam Cole next week. He gets the win here. Ciampa and Leo probably each get opportunities by a later time. After the match, he stares down Adam Cole, and Adam Cole is joined by the other members on this Era as he looks on for Finn Balor. And next week, you have a hell of a show. You have a big show next week. Adam Cole, Finn Balor NXT title. Then you have Shayna Baszler against Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's title. So a double main event next week. It's a takeover show next week. Basically, you got a big show coming up. This was a prelude show. AEW was a better show, I thought, for sure this week. But NXT setting things up big next week.